Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take what does. If it does not, leave what does not. All right, we're going to look at past, current, present energy, and future energies. See what's going on, then we'll get some clarifiers and close out with an oracle. All right, so what's going on with the Capricorn, and who needs to hear a message? All right, we have the Seven of Swords. We have the Lord of Shadows. That seems to be coming out a lot lately the last couple of days in the past energy, which I love because I feel like that represents transformation and change and letting go of things that are holding you back. Current energies, we have the Battle Wagon, which is the Chariot and also can represent a Cancer sign. We have the Five of Swords. Future energies, that's been coming out a lot too. The Ace of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Eight of Pentacles. All right. So for overall energy, we have the Eight of Pentacles, which represents it could be a new money-making venture. It could be exploring new possibilities, new venues, new outlooks. I feel like for some reason I'm thinking trying something different, like definitely with that, sorry, I don't know if I've got to clean my glasses here. Especially with the Death card, which that is also Scorpio, especially with that in your past energy, and then with the Eight of Pentacles as the overall energy, I feel like that definitely represents changes, trying new things, new perspective, new outlooks, new relationships, new jobs, new opportunities, all that kind of stuff. All right, so past energies, we have the Seven of Swords, and we have the Death card. So the Seven of Swords here is he is just coming back from the hunt, so doing something that was very prosperous, right? And he's kind of being distracted by this skunk, and she's kind of waiting at the door there with her arms folded. So I just feel like to me, that's saying that you kind of explored different things, and maybe you ignored some things or you let some things go in order to work on other things, that maybe you felt distracted in the past energy, that you really weren't able to focus on things, that you weren't able to give something or someone 100% energy or effort or focus because you had a lot of things going on, a lot of things in your mind, a lot of things on your plate, a lot of things that you were doing. So there was kind of that distraction that was going on there. To me, the past energy can represent yesterday. It can represent last week, last month, last year, whatever that represents for you. But there was some sort of distraction, I feel, going on in the past. But I feel like you were able to get past that, and then you were able to move forward. So I feel like it was this adjustment period for you. In the present current energy, we have the battle wagon, which is that forward momentum, that forward movement. We have the Five of Swords, and he's kind of, I feel like he's peddling his wares, right? Like right here, he's pointing to this one, saying he wants this one, and there's kind of some things happening and some things going on. I feel like right now in this present energy, some things are happening, some things are changing. It could have to do with a Cancer sign that you're dealing with. That could be sun, moon, or rising. It could be that there could be some things changing, things going on. Like you're getting yourself out there more maybe. And you're exploring new avenues. This could have to do with a business that you're trying new things, you're looking into new directions, or maybe there is a product, maybe you were distracted back here because you were working on your own business and you're spending a lot of time on work, and now you're ready to put that out there, right, and start selling and, showing your product to the world and putting that out there because you feel like you're making all of this forward progress, and now you're like, okay, now I'm ready to actually sell things. Like here it was in development, and here it's like you're ready to advertise it. And then here we have the Ace of Pentacles. Again, Pentacles have to do with work and a job. So I feel like this reading is really kind of for like a career or a job or a business. But I do feel that, Pat, over here, there could be someone that was in your life, that is in your life or was in your life, that was important to you, a partnership, a friend, a family member, that they were feeling ignored. So I feel like that may have caused some friction there. And I feel like that was something that you had to work through. But I feel like now you're working together with that person, right? Because there's two people here working together, making the apple cider, making things happen. We have the Four of Wands. So I feel like whatever this business or career, this thing that was distracting you, I feel like you were able to work through that, and that it gets better, and that you and this person here, like the two of you are able to come together now, that person is able to be able to get past that situation that was happening. But I feel like, sometimes it gets a little rough because if we're trying to do something, then our partner feels frustrated or left out. But I feel like it's very important to make sure that you have that communication with your partner so that they don't feel left out. And so that they feel that, they're with you in this progress moving forward. Or if it's someone that was really trying to hold you back, maybe that's a relationship that you have to look at, and maybe that needs to be adjusted. But I feel like this reading is more about your progress and your work, and you're becoming successful, and you're working together with your partner, and you're able to get through things, kind of those different areas of your life, that balance of the career and the home life and the personal life. Sometimes that can be really hard. Sometimes one part suffers while you're working on another part. But I feel like it does balance out, especially with this Four of Wands here. All right. So we have the Moon, and then we have the Hangman. So the Moon is, could be some deception. It could represent not being able to see things clearly, feeling foggy. And I feel like that, I kind of feel like that's what that was, is that you were kind of feeling foggy because I feel like you were being pulled in so many different directions between your relationships and this business or this career that you were trying to work on. And I feel like you were just feeling like you were in a haze and you were in a fog, and you're like, I don't even know which way to turn, right? I don't know which way to go. And then we have the Hangman, so I feel like you kind of find your clarity because you were like, stop, wait a minute, let me sort this out. Whether that's taking some time to yourself, you had to take time to yourself, you just kind of had to focus on one thing so that you can sort through things and see things from a different perspective. And maybe your partner or this person who was standing in the doorway that was getting frustrated, you're like, okay, let me see things from your perspective. Let me see how you're feeling. Maybe you were kind of ignoring that and you were just kind of doing your own thing, but it was creating a lot of stress and tension and fights and arguments. And so then you're like, okay, let me see things from a different perspective. And then you're like, okay, let me change things around so this becomes better, right? Let me work on those things. Or sometimes you get so overwhelmed with things that you just have to stop and just sort through things and figure things out. So I feel like that's either what you're at that point now, because I feel like that's heading towards this present energy. So you're working through that now, is trying to sort those things through, or you're getting past that. We have the Nine of Swords, which I do feel there was a lot of stress and a lot of tension and a lot of on your plate that was here that, could be keeping you up at night and stressing you. But I feel like that's something that you have to make sure that you manage that, and you try to figure out those ways to make it smoother so that you're not caught in that energy, because that could impede your forward progress, right? But I feel like you kind of have that under control, and you realize that's something that you need to do. We have the Six of Wands, which is that success and that victory and working things out, right? So I feel like this present energy here is like you're working things out, or you're figuring out how to work things out. But I also feel like you feel really happy because you're focusing on something that is very important to you. Not that the relationship isn't important, but I feel like whatever this business or this career, I feel like that is what is really important to you, and you're feeling good. You're feeling like you're accomplishing things and being able to reach those goals and feel like you were accomplishing things really makes you, feel proud, and, makes you feel strong and confident, and, you want that forward progress. And then we have the 10 of Cups, which I love. So it's like you're feeling great within your career and your, goals, and you're also feeling good within your relationship. Like I said here, that I feel like you're working through that. It's always a work in progress. And like I was saying, making sure that you have that communication, that your partner knows where you are, that they don't feel left out, right? Even though you have a lot on your plate and you're like, oh my gosh, I just want to get through this. But I also feel that it's important that you see that to keep your partner involved, so that you don't lose the relationship in this process. And then we have the Page of Wands. Pages is young, new energy, and it's those new actions, those new feelings. You're doing something new here in this future energy, and this current future energy, this transition here between the current and the future. And I feel like it's new actions, new things that you're doing, new things are coming in. You're working together with your partner, you have this new business career, you have all of these new beginnings, these new starts. It's very exciting. I really like this reading. It's new things that are coming in for you, because I feel like you're pursuing those things that make you happy and that make you feel good, and you're making sure that you're not letting the stress overwhelm you, that you kind of take a step back when you need to readjust things so that things don't go the wrong way. We have the Knight of Pentacles, which is that slow, steady progress to positive, good, better things, right? To happy things, to good things, to grounding things, the things that make you feel good. And then we have the Six of Swords, and that is that forward progress to calmer. If things are feeling calmer, back here they were feeling a little bumpy because there was a lot going in the past, but then I feel this progress of you making those changes and moving forward. There's always going to be those swords in the water. There's always going to be those things that will pop up. But I feel like when you're in a good frame of mind and you're rested and you feel like, you're being able to handle things that are going on, that you're able to handle when the sword pops up, or you're able to find those solutions easier because you're in a better frame of mind, that you're keeping your relationship in a good spot and this business in a good spot. You can definitely be tired trying to figure it all out, but I feel like as long as you're keeping everything in a good spot, that you can handle those challenges that come up in the future. And again, with the Queen of Swords, she's definitely someone who thinks about solutions and fixes problems and finds those answers and knows that she can get past those difficult times. Look at that. The possibilities are endless. The Seven of Cups. Like, dream big, go for it all, have that beautiful, 10 of Cups relationship, and then also to have that business, right? Or that work or that career that makes you happy, and having it all, and don't settle for less, and keep finding those solutions and those ways to make it happen. Sometimes you'll have those ups and downs, but don't limit yourself. If it's something that you feel inside that you want to pursue and you want to do, don't deny yourself that. I feel like it's trying, you have to take the actions to make it happen, right? It's up to you to make it happen, and to pursue those goals. All right, so let's get a fortune reading card. Close it out. Key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await those ready to let go of the past. And that's perfect, because in the past here, we had the Moon card where we weren't really sure where we were going and we were feeling foggy. And then we had the Death card where it was we were kind of holding ourselves back from something. We have the Nine of Swords. So I feel like that's moving forward from that, like new beginnings, directions, and adventures definitely await, for those that, want to have that progress and take the actions to make it happen. All right. Thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.